Good morning, everyone. Try number 2. Yeah, Monday, what to expect, right? So today we are going to be using the lovely Blossoms suite that is an online exclusive. That means it's not going to show up in any catalog. You have to basically go online and have a look. Hoping you can hear me because there was a little bit of ruffle there the last video and I'm not too sure what happened. Anyway, it is what it is. So welcome. My name is Sharon Davies. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're new here, welcome. If you're I'm coming back to have a view, welcome. Welcome back. I'll have to see you. And yeah, I'm just having a hard time seeing. Yeah, over there. So, yeah, online, the Lovely Blooms is an online exclusive only. That means that you can only purchase everything online. At the moment, it is unavailable. It will be available next week, the week of the 19th. And it is a gorgeous set. So let's flip us around. And we shall get started. Hopefully we won't have same problem we had before, but I just can't see. So there's something going on with Facebook, I'm thinking. I can't get in and see my video. So I'll just keep trying. I'd like to see where I am, and you guys can see me or hear me. It says I'm live. But anyway, okay, so here is the Lovely Blossom suite. This is a whole suite. It comes with ribbon, which is just gorgeous, almost like a satin, and it ties beautifully. Okay, so there is the ribbon. We're not going to be using that today. Probably later on this week we'll be using the ribbon. We have these gorgeous embellishments, and these are called a Moody Palette Glossy Dots, and they're quite flat. I put stickers on them so I know that it's online exclusive, so I'm not going to find it in the catalog at all. And we have the Lovely Stripes designer series paper, and of course I don't have any paper to put behind it to show you. I'll just flip. There we go. So there's the design on that Lovely Stripes designers or embossing folder. Again, there's a blue sticker. I'm just going to show you the let's have a look at the designer series paper. So the colors that are in it are Secret Sky, Petal Pink, Old Olive, and Cloud Cover. Those are the colors that are in the designer series paper. So this is one side of the designer series paper. And I love this because look at this. You can cut these out and actually use them as card bases or for your cards. And then we have these guys down here. And now let's just flip them over and just show you the back side of these. So aren't these colors just gorgeous together? And like I said, this is only available online. It will not show up in any of the catalogs. Now we have the Lovely Arrangement photopolymer stamp sets. The fonts are just gorgeous. And I have some, these stamp sets are ready to go. We're going to be using those today. And the dies, here are the dies. And I went and cut out like 50 of them using these ones, and I don't know where I put the die. So I'm missing it at the moment. Doesn't mean nothing. I will get back to it. So these are the dies. So we have the circle. So this is what it looks like. We'll be using some of those also. We have like a die that almost like a shadow effect that you can use it like a stencil. the dies for the stamps for the flowers, some leaves, and the actual leaf, this leaf right here. These guys are for there. Those are the extras. And then there's your sentiment piece. And then, of course, I got to find the other one. So today we're going to be using this one and this one. And we will be cutting out one with that. I'm going to put these onto my magnet. See, I thought this magnet would help me out, but it's sort of misplaced. I'm going to use this also. Actually, I'm going to use all of these. I might just leave it. Okay. So, first things first. We have our card base. And I'm going to bring in my bone folder. Unless it's getting cluttery and it's driving me crazy. Okay. And I'll put that to the side also. These are all what I'm going to be using today. So there's that. And then we have this piece of basic white that's going to go onto the top. But before we do that, we are just going to go and grab our cloud cover. Now, just a reminder that this is not available to the public. It's that Stampin' Up! Allowed the demonstrators to purchase these. And so we did. Otherwise, you can buy the little ink stamp, the little square things. What are they called? And just ink up, because we have the blank ones, and you can just ink it up using the actual ink from the reinker. So I'm just going to just take this, and I'm going to just grab, under here, yeah, there it is, I should have a new piece, okay? And then I'm just going to just color just like that. I hope I'm broadcasting. Looks like I am, but I can't see it on my end. Okay, so now we're going to put that to the side for a moment. I'm going to throw this in the trash and just grab a brand new one, and we'll be ready to go for the next one. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in a scrap piece of basic white. I'm going to bring this die, and we're going to run this through the cut and my mini cut and emboss machine. And I'll just let's make sure that it's cut out really well. There we go. Oh my goodness. It is stuck. There we are. So there we have all that cut out. And my brush is behind me or upstairs. I'm just going to just pop these extras out. They're going to be everywhere. There we go. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to bring this in, and we're going to stencil some of the flowers onto there. I'm going to bring in my cloud cover, and we will color some there, and then I'm just going to bring this down this end and cut my then there's the right there. I'm gonna put that to the side because I'm probably gonna need, no, I don't think I'm gonna use it again. Okay, so now this piece here will eventually go onto here, but at the moment, look what I did. So I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna do this again because that's not supposed to happen. I'm just going to bring in my cloud cover. Oh, I have a hard time today. That's Monday, right? And I'll bring this piece back in, and what I'll do is I will put it right about here. Ink this up. And then we'll just take this, put it down this end, and cover those up. There we go, just like that. There we go, that looks better. Yay me. Okay, put that away. We shall put this away. I am going to bring in a scrap piece of paper, and then with the Secret C, I'm going to stamp these flowers. Oh my goodness sakes. Now I'm going to grab my Secret C blends. Well, I'm just going to let that dry a bit. While I'm waiting for it to dry a bit, I'm just going to open this up. I'm going to give a couple, oops, sprigs of that onto there. I'm going to bring in the light, and all I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to color the stripes just to give it and then I'm going to bring in my Wink of Stella. I'm just going to color the center. Now you can plastic cut these out, or you can use the dies. It's entirely up to you. I normally would plastic cut them out, but today I'm going to just die cut them. And, okay, I'm going to use some tape to keep the dies in place. Oh, that was a first. I'll see if I can get this one on the same time. No, I'll have to do 2 runs. I'm only going to run it through once. I'm not going to bring it back, because when they bring it back, there's a good chance that it could bounce, and if it bounces, it moves the die, and I don't want that to happen. So there's one, and oops, stuck really well, and then we'll just cut this guy out. pull this off. There we go. And there's that. Okay. Now I'm going to grab another scrap piece of paper, and I'm going to grab my blending brush and my old olive. I'm going to put these somewhere so I don't get them mixed up. And I'm going to color this. You want I guess, a variety of different shades of the green, because we're going to cut some leaves out using this. And I'm just going to grab the dye. And while I'm waiting for that, I'm just going to bring, oh, I thought I had some water. Where's my, I'm going to just grab my, oh, yeah, does this have water in it? It does too. So I have a brush. I'm going to just, there we go. And we're just going to just lightly sprinkle water on to, it should start to, there we go. I'm going to have to let it dry a bit too, I'm thinking. Okay, let's put that to the side. Now I'm just going to let this dry. And while I'm doing that, I am going to bring in some designer series paper. Oh, I better wake that up. I'm going to bring in some designer series paper, and we have some basic white, and we are going to bring in this dye, and we are going to cut this. Okay, so now we wow, that was a gong show. Sorry about that. Looks like my trimmer just went everywhere. I had it sitting on some plastic, so apologize for that. So I'm just going to grab my little trimmer. And what we're going to do is we're going to trim off these guys, okay? So what you want to do is I'm just going to leave that for now. I don't know if I'm going to do two or not. So we'll just leave that for now. And I'm going to cut the designer series paper at 3 3/4. And we're going to trim it down at 2 3/4 of an inch. So just see if this will. Yep, okay. So move this out of the way. Let's clean up a bit as we go along here. Okay, so we got this, we got this. those. I'm thinking all we need now is our leaves, and what we'll do is we'll cut out our leaves onto this paper. I'm going to use where the water was. That gives it a little bit better effect. And bring in these guys. And I'm not going to tape these down because I'm not too worried about the if they move or not, due to the fact that it's okay. It's not a pattern. You're not stamping. You're not cutting out a stamp. And there we go. Oh, nope, we got it. And now we're going to cut out another one. I'm going to just add a little bit darker. That one's a little bit darker than the other. There we go. Just put that onto there like that. Put that onto that magnet or I'll lose that and I'll really be in trouble. Not only lost already one die. My Picket tool is behind me, so I'm just going to just poke this out. My scissors and add it right there. Okay. So let's do some putting together. So you notice that I cut it on this side right here. This is the outside. So this would have been, oh, here's this. So this is the outside, and then I cut it so it's not a perfect circle. So what we're going to do is we're just going to add a little bit of liquid glue, my favorite. And I'm just going to put glue on the side that we cut, the end that we cut. And I messed that up. Should have been on the front. Well, it is Monday, right? I'm just going to grab my cloth and just take that off. Getting these things wash. Okay, so let's try this again. We're going to put glue, but we're going to do it on the front and just at the top of the circles. And then this piece is going to be placed on there just like that. Okay, and you try and get a same amount on each side of the Designer Series paper. Now let's bring in the base that we colored, and we are going to add some glue dots if I can find them. Cards and everything here. I just gotta get rid of all that stuff. I got some little ones. I guess we'll use those ones. Got some little glue dots. So let's just flip this over, add some glue dots. So now you can see where I cut it, right? So you need to make sure that it is hidden and behind. So I prefer the bigger dimensionals. Which ones do you guys prefer? The reason I like the mini or the bigger dimensionals is that they cover a bigger area than the smaller ones. I mean, the smaller ones are good for like smaller projects or smaller pieces you're adding to your card. But me, I like to use the. And there, add that. Now we're going to take this one here and we're going to add it. And I'm going to glue it down. Just add a wee bit of glue to the back side. Now I'm not going to glue the whole thing. The reason being is that we are going to add the leaves to it. Okay. So now I'm going to bring my larger one in. And I'm going to obviously add dimensionals. Anybody that knows me knows that I love my dimensionals. I'm just going to put 3 in the center. Oops, it's not sticking. How come? Yeah. Got a dud there. Now, if you'd like that PDF for this week, all you need to do is purchase $40 or more at my store, which is SharonDavies.StampingUp.net, and I am in Canada. Unfortunately, you need to be in Canada to do a purchase. So now we're going to add some leaves. And I will glue these down with liquid glue. Yeah, so for this week, if you do a $40 purchase at my store, I will send you the PDF for all the projects for this week, and there's 4 of them. There's 3 cards and a little 3D project that we'll showcase on Friday. There we go. Okay, now we need a sentiment, right? Here's need some ribbon and a sentiment. So I'm just going to take this. I'm just going to take a chunk off this, because what we're going to do is we are going to use, might as well use all the dies today, right? And what sentiment do I want to use? I'm going to say just a note. What's the other one? You're so just a note. Yeah, I'm going to do just a note. I'm going to use this one here. And I'm going to use Secret Sky. Oh, here, I'm going to use scrap piece of paper. Woohoo! We'll just use that. Flip it on there. There's some. Flip it over to the other side. There we go. And like I said, this is an online exclusive. At the moment, it is unavailable. It will be available the week of the 19th, I'm thinking. And this is going to be cut out. And where's my tape? This through. Oh, it's going to clink. There. And the reason why it does that is because the die is straight across when it went through. Sorry about the noise. And we will just take this, come on. And there we go. Add that to my magnet sheet. Okay, so now this. So I am going to add no, I don't think so. I think I'll just add it just like that, and we'll just put some glue on. And it's kind of long, so I'm just going to just snip the edges off because I was just going to cut it. It's just a little too long for me. And this will go onto there like that. Glue right here. I'm going to just glue it down. Okay, we're not finished quite yet. We're going to bring in the embellishments. I'm going to bring in my open package, and I'm going to just take the cloud cover, add one there, one there, oops, come on, and one there, okay. So now we need to adhere it on to our card base. And I'm debating whether or not if I should dimension it or glue it. Let's use dimensionals. I'm just going to use a couple strips. Put this over. So like it says, if you're wanting the tutorial for this, all you need to do is put an order in at my store, which is SharonDavies.StampingUp.net, and I am in Canada. Unfortunately, I'm only allowed to sell in the country that I live in. Just make sure I get a lot. I need one more down here. Let's add a couple of these guys. Now let's just take these off. Come on. Man, these are sticking. And now this is going to go right onto the center of this. And I have it upside down. That will not do. Well, it's Monday. What do we expect, right? Okay. And now what I'm going to do is I have some white twine here. I did. I just saw it too. Right in front of my eyes. Oops, there goes my ink pads. And my bow maker is right here. And we'll just unscrew that, screw that back in there. And, oh, that's a little big, I'm thinking. I'm just going to put because I just want to put a bow right here. I'm going to double it up. So 1, 2, and then bring it across and down and under. So if you place an order today, if you spend $60, you will receive a $6 bonus coupon, plus you'll receive your Stampin' Rewards. So it's a win-win. Plus you receive a free PDF from myself. And I'm going to grab my glue dots. These must be the old ones because they roll off different than the other ones. The glue dots are on the outside instead of the inside. So I'm just going to fluff this up a bit. And we're just going to add it there like that. And there we have card number 1 for this week's card class. So I hope you enjoyed today. If you have any questions, please let me know. If not, I hope you all have a wonderful day. And we shall see you tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Same place, same time, same place. Okay, thanks for joining me today. Greatly appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful day and enjoy life. See ya. Peace out.